The poetry of Ella Wheeler Wilcox. American poet Ella Wheeler Wilcox was born on 5th of November 1850 in Wisconsin. She started writing poetry at the age of 7 and derived an income from her poems as a teenager. She married Robert Wilcox, and together they shared a deep interest in mysticism, spiritualism and theosophy, travelling the world to learn more, and socialising and spreading their ideas back in their home in Connecticut, which was named Bungalow Court. Popularly known as the Poetess of Passion, her work is often quoted by a wide variety of public figures, from Diana the Princess of Wales and Margaret Thatcher to F. Scott Fitzgerald and Jack London. The universal themes and simple expression often convey fundamental truths. Laugh and the world laughs with you, weep and you weep alone. And love lights more fires than hate extinguishes, are just a couple of her insightful lines that live on for every new generation. These poems are read by Richard Mitchley and Gazella Rowe.
Voice of the Voiceless. I am the voice of the voiceless. Through me the dumb shall speak, till the world's deaf ear be made to hear the wrongs of the wordless weak. O shame on the mothers of mortals, who do not stoop to teach the sorrow that lies in dear dumb eyes, the sorrow that has no speech. From street, from cage, from kennel, from stable and from zoo, the wall of my tortured kin proclaims the sin of the mighty against the frail. But I am my brother's keeper, and I shall fight their fight, and speak the word for beast and bird, till the world shall set things right.
Solitude. Laugh and the world laughs with you. Weep and you weep alone. For the sad old earth must borrow its mirth, but has trouble enough of its own. Sing and the hills will answer. Sigh, it is lost on the air. The echoes bound to a joyful sound, but shrink from voicing care. Rejoice and men will seek you. Grieve and they turn and go. They want full measure of all your pleasure, but they do not need your woe. Be glad and your friends are many. Be sad and you lose them all. There are none to decline your nectared wine, but alone you must drink life's gall. Feast and your halls are crowded. Fast and the world goes by. Succeed and give, and it helps you live, but no man can help you die. There is room in the halls of pleasure for a long and lordly train, but one by one we must all file on through the narrow aisles of pain. Be not weary. Sometimes when I am toil-worn and aweary, and tired out with working long and well, and earth is dark, and skies above are dreary, and heart and soul are all too sick to tell, these words have come to me like angel fingers pressing the spirit's eyelids down in sleep. Oh, let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall surely reap. Oh, blessed promise, when I seemed to hear it, whispered by angel voices on the air, it breathes new life and courage to my spirit, and gives me strength to suffer and forbear. And I can wait most patiently for harvest, and cast my seeds, nor ever faint nor weep, if I know surely that my work availeth, and in God's season I at last shall reap. When mind and body were borne down completely, and I have thought my efforts were all in vain, these words have come to me so softly, sweetly, and whispered hope, and urged me on again. And though my labour seems all unavailing, and all my striving fruitless, yet the Lord doth treasure up each little seed I scatter, and sometime I shall reap the reward. Ascension. I have been down in the darkest water, deep, deep down where no light could pierce, alone with the things that are bent on slaughter, the mindless things that are cruel and fierce. I have fought with fear in my wave-walled prison, and begged for the beautiful boon of death. But out of the billows my soul has risen to glorify God with my latest breath. There is no potion I have not tasted of all the bitters in life's large store, and never a drop of the gall was wasted that the lords of Karma saw fit to pour, though I cried as my elder brother before me, Father in heaven, let pass this cup. And the only response from the still skies o'er me was the brew held close for my lips to sup. Yet I have grown strong on the gall Elysian, and a courage has come that all things dares, and I have been given an inner vision of the wonderful world where my dear one fares. And I have had word from the great hereafter, a marvellous message that throbs with truth, and mournful weeping has changed to laughter, and grief has changed into the joy of youth. Oh, there was a time when I supped sweet potions and lightly uttered profound belief, before I went down in the swirling oceans and I fought with madness and doubt and grief. Now I am climbing the hills of knowledge, and I speak unfearing and say I know, though it be not to church or to book or college, but to God himself that my debt I owe. For the ceaseless prayer of a soul is heeded when the prayer asks only for light and faith, and the faith and the light and the knowledge needed shall gild with glory the path to death. O heart of the world by sorrow shaken, hear ye the message I have to give. The seal from the lips of the dead is taken, and they can say to you, Lo, we live.
You never can tell. You never can tell when you send a word like an arrow shot from a bow by an archer blind, be it cruel or kind, just where it may chance to go. It may pierce the breast of your dearest friend, tipped with its poison or balm. To a stranger's heart in life's great mart it may carry its pain or its calm. You never can tell when you do an act just what the result will be. But with every deed you are sowing a seed, though the harvest you may not see. Each kindly act is an acorn dropped in God's productive soil. You may not know, but the tree shall grow with shelter for those who toil. You never can tell what your thoughts will do in bringing you hate or love, for thoughts are things, and their airy wings are swifter than carrier doves. They follow the law of the universe. Each thing must create its kind, and they speed o'er the track to bring you back whatever went out from your mind.